Hello and welcome to me, Jennifer Valentine-Miller, on the Jennifer Valentine-Miller Show on PRZ FM 109.2. And just a while ago, you were listening to a trailer from the film Lonely Heart, which is a 2015 Nollywood movie. So we find ourselves saddened by the death of a well-known celebrity who found themselves alone. In February, the show mentioned that loneliness is a normal part of human life. I also mentioned that both children and adults experience loneliness. So lonely times occur when we face a decision only we can make, a decision that leads to devastating consequences. Nevertheless, we need to endure the experience, naming it as it is, and do whatever tasks lie before us. It is well-known fact that this endurance can lead to despair, not realizing who has held us and sustained us the entire time. And this can be found in Matthew 28:20. Today's production on the Jennifer Valentine-Miller Show will have guest speaker, music, and me providing some guidance for those who are in despair. Well, the Bible's answers is, before providing some guidance, it is important to know that God is more interested in a relationship with you, each one of us, than we are in a relationship with Him. He has encouraged us to seek Him. He has promised that if we will seek Him with all our heart, we will find Him, especially during a time of loneliness. When we ignore Him, the only way God can get our attention is to allow us to suffer. It is amazing how we can turn to God when situations are beyond our control. However, even Christians ignore God on occasions. God is saying, I want a deeper relationship with you. So what things can be considered during the time when many say, where is God during the most difficult times? Well, the first consideration can be, make sure that you are a Christian. We become Christians when we believe in Jesus Christ and yield ourselves to Him. It is common to hear people say that they are Christian and understand why in the book of Genesis He wants that deeper relationship with us. Christian is used almost like an adjective. Many people seem to think that being a Christian is determined by how one lives their life, by doing right and avoiding wrong. But God says that a person is a Christian by what the person believes and to whom that person submits. So how does a Christian overcome despair? Well, he or she believes Jesus is God. Secondly, we can consider, as we already know, sin can damage your relationship with God. You might indicate that you have asked God to reveal any sin that you may have committed. Our sins damage our relationship with Him, and only a heartfelt confession or admission of guilt will make everything okay. Therefore, you might want to ask yourself, was I serious when I first confessed my sins? God responds to heartfelt confessions. God responds to sincerity. It is impossible when we are in pain to confess our sin for the wrong reason, for the purpose of eliminating the pain, and not for the purpose of being righteous. God is interested in the latter and not the former. Third consideration could be, I have found that God will allow my life's ship to start sinking when I've refused to forget everything else and submit myself only and completely to Him. Where is God in situations when a celebrity wants to take their own life? Are you fighting to have peace, joy, and for everything to stop going wrong? God may allow your ship to continue sinking until you are willing to let go of everything in your life and accept Him. God allowed Job to go through misery. When Job complained, God rebuked him. I have found that God will let me suffer until I finally yield and am willing to accept whatever He has for me. We are usually more interested in peace, joy, comfort, and a good life than we are in God. The Apostle Paul learned this lesson well and then wrote these words. I have learned to be content in whatever circumstances I am in. That's in Philippians 4:11. God also asks us to always rejoice and to be thankful in every situation, even the difficult ones, in 1 Thessalonians 5:16-18. There's a great need to thank Him for sinking ships also, because it is called submission. God may be saying, I want your submission, because that brings about a deep relationship that is not necessarily selfish. I have discovered that God will chase after me until I stop demanding anything that is not Him. He wants us all to ask for nothing and to seek nothing but Him and nothing more. Are you there, says Christ, trying to get your attention? When you're really willing to accept whatever He allows into your life and to be satisfied with only Him, then your life's ship may stop sinking. And once you've thrown all of your possessions overboard, He will be left with you. It'll just be you and Him, if that's what you want. If you've been affected by circumstances of loneliness, you can contact the Premier Helpline in confidence on 0300 11 0101, or you can contact Healing Relations PR and leave a message at 0203 286 9087, especially if you'd like more information from today's show.